Today we are going to learn about the Bernoulli's equation. So first of all, what is Bernoulli's principle? Now we observe that when we are going on the river observation, the water flow, then we notice that the speed of the water decreases in wider region, whereas the speed of water increases in the region where the river is narrow. And this is the base of this Bernoulli's principle, and Bernoulli's principle states that the speed of the fluid in a narrow region increases but the internal pressure of a fluid in the same narrow region decreases. This phenomena is called Bernoulli's principle. Okay. Now for this one we are considering the equation of the Bernoulli's equation. So for this one we are taking the flow of an ideal fluid through a tube of varying cross section. See, this is a tube having a various cross section. Here P and R, P having a cross section A1, R having a cross section A2, and at a given time this dy is the distance traveled by the fluid. Here we are taking the ideal fluid. Ideal fluid is nothing but the fluid which follows all the properties of a fluid, and we know that just like water, if you take water, water is also, there is no internal friction more, therefore we are taking this as a flow of water also. Okay, and this two cross section having a different height, this is a h1 height, this is a h2 height, and this is a d1 distance, and v1 having the velocity, d2 is the distance when it travel from r to s here, and v2 is the velocity. Similarly, here is a force acting on at this point is p1 a1, and here p2 a2, both are the forces acting. So v1 and v2 with the speed of the fluid at the lower end P and the upper end R respectively. A1 and A2 be the cross section area of the fluid at the lower end P and the upper end R respectively. P1 and P2 be the pressures of the fluid at the lower end P and the upper R respectively. D1 and D2 are the distances by the fluid at the lower and P and the upper end R during the time interval dt with velocities v1 and v2 that I already explained to you. Is it correct? Now here these are the some pictures of this Bernoulli's principle. Now here this is a overhead tank, and this is a measuring tank, and both are maintaining some height, and therefore flow can be determined. Here also this is a picture. Here this is a y1 and y2 with the heights. Here is the force entering, and this is how leaving, that force is p2 a2. Similarly here this is a picture same as this one. Okay, so these are the picture. Remember this one while learning the Bernoulli's principle. Okay, clear the idea? Okay, this is experimental arrangement actually in the laboratory. Here now P1 A1 and P2 A2 be the forces acting on that equation. So equation of continuity kashi? We know that A1 D1 is equal to A2 D2. Correct? This is dV is the volume. So that volume, that is a mass entering and leaving, should be same when we are considering this steady state flow. Correct? So work done W is nothing but force into displacement. So this force P1 A1 and D1 is the displacement. Here P2 A2. Negative sign indicates that the force is opposes. At this end, force is opposes the flow. Therefore, this is negative sign. Clear? So opposite work is done. So W is equal to, that A1 D1 and A2 D2 is the same dV, so this part will be the common and take it outside, P1 minus P2 dV. Clear? Remember this equation, we need this. Okay, W is equal to P1 minus P2. This is the work done during the flow from P to R. P to R पर्यंत जेव्हा एखादं लिक्विड फ्लो होतं आहे त्यावेळेला त्याचं जे काही वर्क डन आहे दॅट वर्क डन इज डन बाय द फ्लो इज इक्वल टू P1 minus P2 dV. Okay, also we know that the W is the work and that force other than the conservative force of gravity, and it is equal to the change in total mechanical energy. So kinetic energy and plus gravitational potential energy, this is also the work, and that work should be equal to this one. So let us remember, let us find what is delta K, that is change in kinetic energy and change in gravitational potential energy. So mechanical energy for the fluid between the section P and Q, P and R does not change, as we know that the total energy is conserved. So at this PQ and RS section, the total energy remains constant. Is it right? Therefore, only changes kinetic energy and potential energy. So derive this one equations. Now let us consider the mass and the kinetic energy of the fluid between P and Q is nothing but A1 D1, and it is equal to half of, that is mass into velocity square, mv square. So mass is rho into density, density into volume. So density, this is a volume, this is mass. So A1 D1 V1 square. This is for PQ, and similarly RS will be a half of rho A2 D2 V2 square. So kinetic energy of the fluid between the section R and S is half of rho A2 D2 V2 square. So change in kinetic energy is nothing but this one minus this one. So half of rho A2 D2 V2 square minus half of rho A1 D1 V1 square. These are the velocities. Okay. So here, if you have, we know that A1 D1 and A2 D2 is nothing but dV. Both are equal volume, and therefore we can write here this, simplify this equation, half of rho dV V2 square minus V1 square. Is it right? Clear this all? Okay. इथं आपण काय केले की कायनेटिक एनर्जी काढली इथली आणि इथली कायनेटिक, चेंज इन कायनेटिक एनर्जी. आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे, दोन्ही पोटेन्शियल एनर्जी आणि कायनेटिक एनर्जी काढायची. दॅट मस्ट बी इक्वल टू द टोटल एनर्जी ॲडिशन, अँड दिस शुड बी इक्वल टू द वर्क, दॅट इज P1 minus P2 dV. Clear? So here these are the change in kinetic energy. Let us find out the gravitational potential energy. So these two equations we have derived already, correct? So keep aside. Next one is potential energy, that is gravitational potential energy between P and Q is mgh1, that is this one. ह्या हाईटला h, ह्या हाईटला असल्यामुळं this is mgh1, m is again the mass, and this is rho into dV, so rho dV gh1. Similarly for this one, mgh2 is equal to rho dV gh2. So change in energy is nothing but this one minus this one, so rho dV gh2 minus rho dV gh1. So dV, take it outside, and this is a gravitational potential energy. So work done, total work done is kinetic energy plus potential energy. So work done is this one, P1 P2, put it here, plus delta KE, this one, change in kinetic energy, and PE, put it here, this one. Okay. Now this is the equation, that is a work done. Is it right? If you divide by dV, so it becomes work done per unit volume. So work done per unit volume of a fluid by surrounding fluid is equal to the sum of its kinetic energy plus potential energy. So kinetic energy per unit volume, potential energy per unit volume. and this is known as a Bernoulli's equation or Bernoulli's principle. So dV gets cancelled out here, correct? So P1 minus P2 is equal to half of this row constant, take it outside, P2 square minus V1 square plus rho G H2 minus H1, and this is the equation and it is known as Bernoulli's equation. याला बर्नॉलिस इक्वेशन असं म्हटलेलं आहे. क्लिअर? So this is the equation and this is the Bernoulli's equation. It states that the work done per unit volume of a fluid by the surrounding fluid is equal to the sum of the changes in kinetic and potential energies per unit volume that occur during the flow. Also, if you modify this one, this P1, all positive terms, this is a half of rho V2 square, here we are keeping as it is half of rho V1 square left hand side, take it left hand side, again this rho G H1, take it left hand side, so we get P1 plus half of rho GH1 rho V1 square plus rho GH1 is equal to here this P2, take it right hand side, plus half of rho V2 square plus rho GH2. This is also the one of the modified equations, and this is also, now see, this is the suffix 1 and suffix 2, so this means that these both are constant. So at this one point, that is this point P point and this R point, the summation of potential energy, pressure plus kinetic energy plus potential energy should be constant, and this is nothing but the modified form of Bernoulli's equation. Is it right? Clear? Eh? Any doubt? So this is the all about Bernoulli's equation. In next lecture we will see the application of Bernoulli's equation. Okay, thanks.